let's say I'm a conversation designer at my company and I want to be using Quickchat AI. What are kind of like the key modules that I might be using in my first week with Quickchat AI in order to be fine tuning the conversations?
Yes. So when setting up an AI assistant, usually the first starting point is the knowledge base. So you first really need to ask yourself a question of what do I want the AI assistant to know beyond the sort of general world knowledge that it already has, and where does my company store that information, right? It might be that it's sort of spread out across your company's websites and subpages and URLs, which so that data can be downloaded. It can be PDFs. It might be that it's your FAQ pages, maybe on Intercom, maybe some other system. It could be that it's Word documents. So it's important to gather all the data and it can be uploaded into QuickChat. So that will be the first step. And then the second aspect of the conversations that you start with is the sort of AI setup. That's what we call it. And the very basic settings there is to decide on the kind of tone of voice, but also there you can go into more details. If you're creating an AI assistant that maybe is tuned to be selling your products, right? And then your knowledge base would be filled with product descriptions along with their URLs. Maybe there will be some promo codes. There is a setting that to choose that the AI assistant is more focused on providing URLs and being more salesy, right? There is a setting that we're launching in a few days, which we call AI Profession, which sort of gives you a basket of these behaviors all in one, that you don't need to think about them separately, but you can choose an AI assistant that is a salesman or an expert in something or an educator. And in this very simple setting, you can get this entire basket of solutions all together. And then obviously that gets you to sort of the first stage where your AI assistant, has the right setup, has the knowledge base, and it's possible for you to start testing. So to start having conversations as if this was your users, and start getting insights into how well your knowledge base is being used in conversations. And that's when the sort of important stuff starts, because very often companies discover that the knowledge base that they provided to the AI is incomplete, or in some parts sort of self-contradictory, or there are some parts that are completely missing. And there, the important part is to have the tools to be able to sort of debug it, right? Because unfortunately, there's no magic bullet. GPT 3.5, GPT-4 are very smart, but they will not provide good answers if the knowledge base itself doesn't make it clear what the right answer should be. So we do have tools that we make available for our custom projects that allow you to have conversations, debug particular messages to really understand why the particular message was generated, and really dig into your knowledge base and find that perhaps you have two blog posts that talk about the same thing, but the conclusion is different, right? And until your knowledge base is really cleaned up, then your AI assistant will not work as well as it could.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah, I can see that happening all the time, where you obviously have resources that were collated over many years, written by humans from, they could be in the same department, but 2 years earlier, the platform worked in one way, and so they created the document one way, and then later this product worked some other way that are directly contradicting. But you're just like, oh, sweet, we've got this new conversational assistant. Let's just give it all the information that we have and just throw everything in, without people realizing that, there's these inconsistencies in guidance due to, things changing over time, or mistakes. Humans make mistakes.
Yeah. And then over time, as you keep on testing, and maybe you launched it to some group of users, and then you can see some first conversations that weren't as good as you thought. That's when the really interesting stuff starts to happen, because we start to discover that actually it's very much subjective what the correct answer should be, according to some people. It might be that an answer looks perfectly fine to one person, but actually someone else will say that, you recommended one product here, but actually you should have recommended all three and talk less about each one of them, right? And there, our system has some features that allow you to tune these things. We call them AI guidelines, but AI guidelines is a kind of some instructions that allow you to really tell the AI how to behave in different situations. But we will be launching more and more of these features to really let you understand why a particular message was generated by the AI and to understand what to do so that next time it's exactly as you want. We're not going to say perfect because perfect is very subjective, but let you set it up the way you like it.